Harvard scientists have recently discovered a cocktail. No, not the fun kind of cocktail. A chemical cocktail of 6 pills that could make old cells act younger without changing their DNA or turning them into stem cells. So instead of messing with their genes, they found a unique combination of chemicals that could bring zombie cells back to life. Is this sci-fi? No, just science. Before we get into it, I should mention that this study was published in 2023, so it's not brand new, but in science years, it's still really fresh. And also, I should mention that this video is for educational purposes only. It is not a proven therapy for humans, and clinical testing is still essential for safety. Aging isn't just wrinkles, right? It starts in your cells. Your genetic code, your DNA, stays the same, but the epigenome, the system that tells your DNA which genes to turn off and on, gets scrambled with age. When that happens, cells lose their identity and become senescent, which are zombie-like cells that spread inflammation and play a huge role in the aging process. The accumulation of senescent cells is one of the biggest hallmarks of aging. That's why targeting senescent cells has emerged as a potential strategy for slowing down the aging process or targeting age-related diseases. Literally, I'm imagining like zombies, little zombies swimming in my body right now. Okay. Back in 2006, scientists discovered that by switching on 4 special genes called the Yamanaka factors, named after Japanese researcher Shinya Yamanaka, who made this discovery. So by switching on these Yamanaka factors, these 4 genes, you could reset adult cells back to stem cells. Incredible, but dangerous, because by changing their identity, you could put those cells at risk for mutations or other unintended consequences like cancer. So until recently, the best we could do was slow down aging with this kind of gene therapy, which is expensive and difficult to scale and also risky. But this Harvard study was the first to show that we can actually reverse the aging process using chemicals. So instead of changing the identity of the cells, which would potentially harm other tissues, they found that they could introduce different molecules, drugs to the cells and tweak the pathways inside the cell. So they tested tons of different molecules in a culture dish with real human cells, and they found these 6 unique ingredients that actually put the cells back into a younger state in just 4 days. That's dramatic. And here's the kicker. In some cases, they found out those new cells acted younger than healthy non-aging cells. This discovery points to something incredible. Our cells might have a backup copy of youth inside their epigenome. And with the right chemicals or genes, we could tap into it. Imagine restoring eyesight in age-related blindness, healing injuries more effectively, reversing age-related diseases like dementia, or even preventing organ failure. Of course, this is still very early days. We're still years away from having a pill that could reverse aging, but the idea that our cells might have a backup copy of youth is very fascinating. Also, it's important to remember that these were lab cell studies, so this combination of cocktails was not tested on mice or human clinical trials yet. Safety is a really big issue, especially making sure that rejuvenated cells don't accidentally become harmful. But if these chemical approaches prove safe, it could be a real game changer in our lifetime. If you loved this scientific breakdown and you love aging science, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share it with somebody who would love it too. Maybe share it with a friend, and also drop me a comment and let me know if you could take a pill that would reverse the aging process, would you? Thank you so much for watching. Bye. See you next time.